In this tutorial, we will learn how to create a foundation chain. To begin, we will need to create a slip knot, and if you don't know how to make one, check out my video featuring 5 methods on making a slip knot. So holding the hook in your right hand and the working yarn, which is the yarn that's attached to the ball, in your left hand, we will begin by doing what is called a yarn over, often abbreviated as YO in many patterns. So we will yarn over, and then using our left hand, we're going to grab the bottom loop that's on the hook. We're going to bring both loops up. The top loop will fall into the crook of your crochet hook, and we're going to bring that bottom loop over the crook and off the hook, and then bring the loop that was in the crook back down the shaft, and this will make sure that you have an even tension. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to yarn over from back to front, and we'll pull up. The top loop will fall into the crook, and the bottom loop will go up over the hook and off. And again, we will just pull that back down onto the shaft, and now we have completed 2 chains. So we'll make a third, yarn over, back to front, and pull over the hook, and pull back down the shaft. Yarn over, pull up over the hook. We now have 4 chains. So I'm going to go ahead and complete 10 chains. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm just going to loosen up the loop that's on the hook. I'm going to lay this down flat so that I can show you how to count the chains. So just bear in mind that the loop that goes on the hook does not count as a chain. So I'm going to use a pen tip, and we're going to count from the start where we started towards this loop. So it always helps to lay it down flat and to use a well-lit area. So each chain will make a V. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we have the loop that goes on the hook. So we'll just continue chaining for practice. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So we now have 20 chains. So I would really like to encourage you at this point to keep chaining, and you'll notice that when you begin chaining, sometimes your chains will be uneven, or you'll have some big, some small, and that just comes with practice. And depending on the type of yarn that you're using, the type of hook that you're using, eventually you just learn which hooks work best with which yarn, and which yarn works up nicely, and which yarn is a little bit more of a pain to work with. That all just comes with experience. So if you're finding that even after a lot of practice that you're just not getting an even stitch, try a different yarn, try a different hook, and see what happens. So this completes our tutorial. If this video helped you, give it a like and subscribe, and save it to your Watch It Later playlist. You can also follow me on Facebook at Hooks to Hooks Crochet Group, Twitter at Hooks2Hooks2, and on Instagram at Hooks to Hooks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.